My name is Ken Lau, and in Chinese it was Zhao Caizha, and then it became Lao Jiyao in Hong Kong. I was born in Shantou, Guangdong Province, China. It's just a normal village. I think my father acquired some lands over there, and the families rely on the rent received from the farmers before the communists take over. My father had two wives, live in under the same roof. They get along well, and the original wife is also my mother. She doesn't have her own children, so my mother gave birth to my sister and I. So she treat my sister and I as our own. They both working on sewing machine, sewing clothes for the villagers to maintain pretty good living compared to most of the peasants over there.
My name is Margaret, and 我中文名係孫佩英。我出世嗰度咧就係廣州，廣州係一個響嗰個時候係一個好普通嘅城市，佢係廣州咧係中國裏邊第三大嘅城市。我哋嘅 parents raise up 我哋啦，誒仲有我有兩個大啲嘅哥哥，and 一個細佬，咁我哋成日一齊玩，and 屋企仲有啲工人，有姨媽，咁我哋響佢哋度都學到好多嘢。
At that time, you have few pieces of land. Even you are not going out there to yell slogans. They consider you anti-revolution. My mothers were not put in jail, but I remember the other mother was hanged. I think the government workers go pull his thumb, pull it up to the roof, and he had a nail on the broken glasses because they want to make sure there's no gun hiding in the houses. But she's strong. She was strong.
When Cultural Revolution started, I was in school, and all of a sudden it stopped. And at the end, 3 years later, I was assigned to the countryside to work in the farm. I was in 7th, 8th grade, so I'm a teenager. And besides that, because the place they put us into, it just happened, not many friends like me so lucky to in that place is closer to Hong Kong. So that's why we can escape a little easier than the other places.
Through the village to the border, you could be caught in the middle, but for us, we ride a bicycle to the border, but as long as you jump over the border into the water, there are always some guards, even the PLA or the normal villagers. You're unlucky, you got caught, and they send you back to the village. But as long as you win once, you win. Just overthinking. Like Uncle Alan, he's a lucky guy. He doesn't know how to go to the border. I showed him how to get to the border, but he only one shot. He swim across. For me, I think I caught 3-4 times. I forgot. I think
you tried 6 times. I
was 6 times. I forgot how many times she was. 4.
You got caught. Yeah, you got caught 4 because 2 times he tried, but patrol chased them, and then he retrieved, and they stopped, and then they retrieved. They came back. So we count that as 1 time, or you don't count that as 1 time. But he did try. So we say that's 6 times, and 4 times he got caught and put in jail.
We jumped to the west side of the bay, so it's a closed bay, not like the open ocean. So I think it's maybe 2 miles, I think. But the water is cold in the early spring, but summertime, the water is warm. It's okay. But the summertime, because so many people try to jump into the water to swim, so the border will be got it much more heavier. So after so many changes fail, we finally change the tactic. Try to jump into the water in the early spring, but you cannot stay in the water for that long. So Auntie Jeannie's brother got the design for make a rubber boat. So we make the rubber boat and we jump in the water, climb up to the rubber boat, and then use the boat to cross the bay. When we get to the Hong Kong side, there happened to be a chicken farm, and the people had their chicken house by the water. So we're so cold, we're shaving. So when we jump into chicken house, we had a whole several chicken, and try to get the chicken's body warm to warm up yourself. And you make all the chicken scrabble, jumping, and the owner in the house, they use a flashlight, come to their chicken house, and let me and the other fellow into their house. They let us take a shower, hot shower, give us clothes, and then they cook a big bowl of sweet rice with a lot of lap yolk, very big bowl. And then next morning, I remember Uncle Alan's phone number. I call Alan. So Alan to come to the village there and pick me up and bring some clothes. And the other people live in the border, some of them they're not as nice, but they won't harm you. They hold you hostage and ask your family or friend to bring money there to let you rule, get you go. But the Mr. Han and family is not. He said, hey, we were same as you. We run across the border and get here to live for a few more years. So he don't even ask for anything. He keep us close. It's nice people. I stay with Alan. He got one bedroom, two people sleep in the locker. So I just squeeze with Alan in the same bed for a couple months, and then we start looking for rental, and then we start working and we pay our rent.
Where did you work? How
Oh.
long and what did you do?
Well, I first few months, Alan took me to his factory. It's a paint factory, so we're doing put the paint into the cans. And then after a few months, I was determined to learn how to cook. So I started working in restaurants to learn Chinese cooking until I left Hong Kong. I only stayed there for a little more than a year, that's all.
I was a helper in the office doing export, and that's why when I came to United States in Stockton, when they look for someone who has experience in exporting, and I got the job. Yeah. Oh, we all know Hong Kong will return to China sooner or later. That's everyone knows that. To get away from the communists, we want to come to the United States.
At that time, the United States always generous to the refugees. They're also following the United Nations settled the refugees. So I was coming as a refugee status, and so was Mom, your mother. Was sponsors, my two uncles, the Uncle John in Stockton and Uncle Wesley in Los Angeles. Uncle Wesley is father of Auntie Meiji, and her sponsors is Auntie Rose. As long as you get your green card and stay here for 5 years, then you can apply for the citizenship. And then, of course, you need to answer some
You need to
immigration
study.
office questions, and then he pass it,
Yeah.
and he swore in, and then he become a citizen. And people was nice, even nowadays. Even at that time, 50 years ago, I think we probably feel more welcome.
So the job agency gave me a chance to get interviewed in Caterpillar dealer. I went there. I don't understand what they're telling me. The whole thing, I don't understand. But I know exactly. I need to ask some question to show my interest. So when she mentioned the job is for $600 per month, I say immediately, I said, no. And then she said, how much? And I say, $550. And the woman who interviewed me and said, then how about let's settle at $575. I cut myself $25. Yeah. But that job, I worked for over 20 years. And for the state, California state, I worked for over 20 years. But we know that's the only way to get a better job, to have a better life. So we did it. Yeah, it take me a long time. I cannot believe it. It take me over 20 years to get my 4-year college degree, and steady shorter.
For me, my first class, because I bought a computer that's got TI 41A. It is from Texas Instrument. So I say, hey, I need to learn how to use this sucker. So I signed up the Delta for Computer Science 101. That's my first class. That's right before, is after BB born?
After she born,
After
the
you were
day
born.
she came home, and then you went to school, the first time.
class.
Yeah.
After you were born. My first class is Computer 101.
Yeah.
And then because working on Los Angeles, you don't go to work at 8, right? You go to work at 11, so you always have time to take some morning classes.
One person is very important, is your grandma. She stayed with us. She helped because she is there. She was there. We feel comfortable to leave her and you and Adam alone. We can go study and go work.
But I have no regrets. I raised my family, got you and Adam. Mom got her job, I got my job. I was able to get my job away from the restaurant. And nowadays, we government job had the retirement, and we also had Social Security. So we are not rich, but we are stable. Especially she got 2 beautiful grandchildren here. That's her most enjoyment. For Jessica and Jeremy, they probably listen to it as a fairy tale, but it's okay. Fairy tales still good story.
I don't think we are that smart. If we're smart, then we're lucky. But always work hard, consistent. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's a sacrifice. You're lucky to escape to China and get to a free country, and this country is been nice, accepting refugees, helping the world. Right. So we are actually the beneficiary of the political system and the generosity of American people. My mothers did not force me to do anything.
Okay.
My aunt, they take good care of me. And
Okay.
so I just want them to be happy. Rich or poor, it don't matter. As long as you're happy, enjoy what you have.